자, 인퀴지션입니다. 인퀴지션. 자, 일단은 작전 그거부터.
Inquisitor.
카산드라를
Let us
지원하죠. 카산드라는 이제 나름대로 공정하니까요. 인간 됐지. 아, 이건 3시간짜리네.
What happened in Adamant is a shame. I'm still reeling over the army of demons. Imagine what would have happened if the Inquisitor hadn't arrived. At your service.
어... 자, 자만이 초래한 것. 이게 마지막 퀘스트?
With an illuvion, Corypheus could cross into the Fade in the...
Indeed, the Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts...
What happens when...
Why, he will gain... Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
We don't have to worry about this.
Stopping him thus...
Pardon me, but does this mean...
Corypheus has a head
We should gather our... Can we wait for them?
without support from the soldier.
Then what should we do?
You follow the order. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the... Together, we'll have an...
결국 지금까지 했던 말
Such
반복이잖아.
confidence. But the Arbor...
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of...
Is why I came here.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
The Inquisition... I could ask for...
I speak for all of us when I answer. We could ask for...
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds, but...
자, 자만이 초래한 것. 잠시만요. 광신도들이 간다. 간다.
Inquisitor,
How goes the battle, Captain?
the Red Templars fall beneath our blades, your worship. Our scouts saw Corypheus traveling towards an elven ruin to the north. We can clear you a path through his armies.
Do only what you must. We need...
We will not fail you. Andraste guide you.
I wonder, is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or does a more immediate name come to their lips?
We're in the middle of a war mob.
If your scouts report accurate,
Which is?
a place of worship out of elven legend. If
뭐야?
let us hope we reach this temple before the entire forest is
대포임?
reduced to ash.
나무근을 삼림. 나무근을 삼림. 별거 없네 근데.
Listen to how close the fighting's got.
이게 보스전용 맵인가 보네요.
If the soldiers aren't careful with their fires, they'll do Corypheus's work for him.
One last push and we can lick our wounds. I wonder if Corypheus will show.
Do you sense the magic crackling? Something more powerful than the Red Templars stirs.
말도 못 하고요. 쟤들은 뭐야?
Those were Grey Wardens. They must be the last of those enslaved at Adamant.
If they are forced to obey him, death will be a blessing.
헐. 왜 약간 대규모로 싸운 것처럼 보이더니 국지전이야?
They fall! The Red Templars fall!
There, ahead. An entire camp of Red Templars.
Watch out. They've posted archers on the wall.
It seems this temple of Methal is not deserted after all.
Perhaps these creatures are the reason few return from the Arbor Wilds.
도대체 어떻게 하면 전선이 이렇게 국부적으로 산발돼 있죠? 앞에 아까 야영지가 있었는데 어떻게 뒤에 이렇게 애들이 싸우고 있지?
there. That must be the Temple of Mythal.
Be ready. Corypheus will be there.
I hear fighting ahead.
응? 왜 이래? 키보드 약이 다 됐네요. 잠시만요. 건전지가 다 돼버렸다. 자, 건전지 좀 갈아 끼웠습니다.
Namelana Sabanale.
They still think to fight us, Master.
저기 샘슨이야?
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows.
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
Cannot be.
Across the bridge, now!
방금 걔가 뭐였길래 저러지?
At last, Mythal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
You said Corypheus wanted an eluvian, but he mentioned a well of...
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
You're not certain?
Confidence can...
I suspected... Yes, I was wrong. Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
So that's how the bastard survived, Hawk.
We'll find a way to stop Corypheus once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability, and still the Grey Wardens are able to slay them. Yet Corypheus they locked away. Perhaps they knew he could do this, but not how.
It's sealed.
Corypheus's lackeys managed to open it. Perhaps the altar holds a clue.
의식이 뭔데?
It appears the temple's magics are still strong.
Is this Elven? Does it say anything about this Well of Sorrows?
Atisho vir Abalasan. It means enter.
There is something about it is all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
At least we know the...
Supplicants to Mathal would have...
Perform a ritual to appease elven gods? Long dead or no, I don't like it.
if need be, unless you wish to turn back. Do not step any place you have stepped before. There can be no vacillation. This is where petitioners walked the path of their gods.
한복
It is where they
그리기?
paid fealty to the gods.
이런 거
I have
의식이라고?
seen it in the Fade. Only the reverent were permitted to touch this ground, and only in solemn contemplation.
심오하군요. 한붓 그리기가 의식이었다니. 이산수학이었구나. 밑살의 분야는 신으로 좋았던 분야 어쩌면 이산수학이었을지도 몰라. 슈벨. 어이씨 깜짝이야.
Hold them off!
Come on, we might catch them.
Hold a moment. While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
An army fights and dies for us. The longer we tarry, the more soldiers we lose outside. Let's jump down and be done with this place.
In this case, I must agree with the witch. This is ancient ground, deserving of our respect.
You see the urgency? We cannot find the Well of Sorrows unprepared.
You're very eager to reach out.
Are we not all eager to stop?
It sounds like what
There is a danger to the natural order. Legends walked Thedas once. Things of might and wonder. Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
I should take your word that this is altruism and not hunger for power.
Yes. Man, we must stem the... I read more in the first chain. It said a great
상어 노예는
boon
뭐야?
is given to those who use the Well of Sorrows, but
What exactly did that...
like most elven right, The term I deciphered, it implies the loss of something personal for duty's sake. Yet for those who served at this temple, a work.
Did you not trust me?
I hoped to find more information. My priority is your cause, but
And gain what?
that is what we must discuss.
걔 모리건이 구라친 거구나.
Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor? Think carefully. There is no return once we leap after the Templars.
이산수학 의식.
Indeed. Time to proceed to the next ritual, I should think.
아 정말 길 더럽게 만들어놨네요. 정말 길을. 지금 이게 된 거 아닌가? 이렇게 하면 다 밟은 거 아니야? 다 했잖아. 뭐가 문제인데? 이게 끝이잖아. 저는 잘 이해가 되지 않네요. 좀 찾아보죠. 이상하네. 한복 그리기 맞는데?
Yes?
Are you certain
Perhaps you forget how Corypheus gained the power to send his soul into blighted body.
will
Perhaps I would suggest first dealing with the
I want to discuss
an opportunity. All I meant to suggest is that if it does, I be the one to do so. I am willing to accept the consequences. We know Corypheus. We also know it to be God. So yes, I would take my chances. If...
What if I don't?
What would you propose? Leave it...
You're better.
I am. The discussion may be moot. cannot...
You said you want...
There is a strong history. For all the evil that was, there is also good. I will fight for it.
I'm having trouble pick...
You would not be the first, I assure you.
How can you not care what...
I'm not a child, Let us turn our... Yes?
More rituals?
I believe they signify... Mathal's cult was not fond of vacillation. One approached them with no...
What happened?
Legend... Perhaps this place has a more gruesome history than we know.
Do you know what this...
It may have served as a More importantly, ancient texts claim Mathal passed judgment in the flesh, but 'twas short.
Why did the...
We may safely assume I see no more insufferable ceremony here than in a chantry.
You said that...
So one assumed. The dread old gods were nothing more than dragon. Perhaps Mathal was a powerful elf.
You admit lack of knowledge. And yet
I do not dismiss her. I question her. Truthfully, I'm uncertain Mathal was even a single entity. The account...
There are varied...
In most stories, Mathal rights wrongs while exercising motherly kindness. Let fly your voice to Mathal, deliverer of justice, protector of sun and earth alike. Other...
More Dalish tales, I assume.
If you know more about this, Solus, speak.
The oldest accounts say Mathal was both of these, and neither. She was the mother, protected. That is all I will say.
Whatever the truth, all accounts of Mathal end the same.
What do you mean?
Tricked by the dread... Many Dalish believe that... Or perhaps they were simply rulers slain by Tevinter. Who can say...
You've seen the elves here.
Indeed. 1, this is a group of Dalish separated from their... 2, these are elves. The second appears unlikely, but if true, the implications are astounding.
If they keep records...
It is thrilling, no? To discover... We may, however... Yes?
You've seen the elves.
Indeed. 1, the second appears unlikely, but if true, the implications are astounding.
Is that even...
With Matt, whatever the... A more sensible question might be...
Do you know what...
It may have served as... More important... Ancient texts claim Mathal passed...
Why did...
I see no more insufferable ceremony.
여긴 아니잖아, 그치? 설마 이 건너편하고 같이 해야 되는 거야?
We are close. There is but one more path to follow.
정말 짜증나네요. 옆에 칸도 연결되어 있는데 그 옆에 칸까지 해야 되는 거구나. 그걸 내가 어떻게 하냐 도대체. 그걸 도대체 내가 어떻게 알아.
Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor? Think carefully. There is no return once we leap after the Templars.
이상한데요. 이게 한복그리 가능한가? 정신 사나우니까 좀 가만히 있을래? 만약에 우리가 이쪽으로 가서 돌아 나온다 그러면 그럼 이건 어떻게 해야 될까요? 생각해보면 굳이 꼭 저걸 당기고 시작할 필요는 없잖아.
Everything is lit.
So, what now?
Come, let us see if the doors have opened.
골치 아프네, 골치 아파 정말.
Is not what I expected. What was this chamber used for?
We're being watched.
Vernavis, you are unlike the other invaders. You stumble down our paths at the side of one of our own. You bear the mark of magic, which is familiar. How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
I don't
얘들
understand
자다
the
깬다고 이런 거야?
slumber bit. Who are...
I am called Abelas. We wake only to fight. I know what you seek. Like all...
The place of the Way of Sorrows.
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
So, you're elf?
The Shemlin did not destroy. We Elven ward upon ourselves. We awaken only when called. It is meaningless. We endure. The Virabalasan must be preserved.
What is this Virabalasan?
It is a path.
He speaks of priests.
More than that, you need not know.
Solus, perhaps...
What shall I say, Inquisitor? Shall I sway him from a millennia of service by He clings to all that remains of his world, because he lacks the power to restore it.
We came to stop...
I believe you. Trespassers you are, but you have followed rites of petition. You have shown respect to Mythal. If these others are enemies of yours, we will aid you in destroying them.
돕지 마라.
When this is done,
잠이나자.
you shall be permitted to depart. And never return.
This is our goal, is it not? There is no reason to fight these...
Consider carefully. You must stop Corypheus, yes, but you may also need the well for your own.
I refuse.
As you wish. Our duty is clear. Masal Dinan.
No!
Morgan!
세상에 믿을 게 없어서 뾰족길 믿으라고.
That was unnecessary. A pointless waste of life.
I didn't make them attack, Solus. They're the ones clinging to their pointless duty.
Pointless, is it? This is their land, not yours.
We had to come to stop Corypheus. You followed me here.
Yes. So I did.
이제 어디로 왔네?
Must be something here. Let's look around.
This place is like a maze.
You surprised? This temple doesn't exactly roll out welcome mats.
Careful. They're assassins.
The Well of Sorrows.
So Mythal endures.
Andraste, guide us.
tough bastards. A day's march, hours of fighting, and still fierce as dragons. Chantry never knew what it was throwing away.
Samson, sir, watch out!
Inquisitor, you've got a damn long reach.
번역도 갑자기 심해지는데.
Come to the back end of
붉은 이름
nowhere,
때문에 그런가?
and here you are.
Leading the Inquisition takes me to all sorts of...
You came. Corypheus chose me twice. First as it... You know what's inside the well? I give it to Corypheus. That he can walk into the Fade without...
What's your part in...
What else empties a well? Being force-fed Chantry lyrium was good for... I won't forget a word of the well's knowledge. Corypheus will be unstoppable.
Once Corypheus is that...
You're no match for Corypheus. This is the strength that Chantry tried to bind. But it's a new world.
이 새끼 2에 나왔던 새끼예요. 2에 잠깐 나오는 놈인데. 이게 인퀴지션에서 이런 놈이 될 줄 몰랐네. 샘슨 레벨이 25네요. 얘는 써할만해.
Come on then! Save you now!
이 새끼 체력이 안 짧지 왜?
Take it from Griffin.
You still breathe? We can take him back to Skyhold.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to...
So the sanctum is
You would have destroyed the well yourself.
to keep it from your grasping fingers.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Corypheus needed Samson to use the well.
The moment we leave, the well clearly offers power.
Do you even know what you... As each servant of Mythal, all that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
Look around you. Everything...
It is.
그렇지.
There are other places, friend, other duties. Your people yet linger.
Elven such as you?
Yes, such as I.
Our duty is all that remains. Those who drank from the Dalma시an paid a great price, bound to the service of Mythal for eternity.
You claim Mythal was truly a god.
To you, it shall make no difference.
was defending all that was left of what once was.
And would have happily buried us in the process.
I'm glad you had the presence of mind to stop him.
He was a slave to duty. You'll
엘루비앙이네.
note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that.
Is it still a threat?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvian? The well is the key. I did not expect the well to feel so hungry.
Don't go any closer, Morrigan.
I am willing to pay the price the well...
Or more likely to your own ends.
What would you know of my end?
You are a glutton drooling at the sight of a...
Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink.
You alone?
I have studied the oldest look. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
What about you, Solus?
No. Do not ask me
싫습니다.
again.
I would be.
You lead the... I have the best chance of making use of the well. For every...
You're not concerned about the...
Bound to the will of a day. Perhaps a compulsion yet remains. Who can say otherwise? I do not...
What's to stop you from taking...
My word. If that seems insufficient...
And who stops you?
I, Inquisitor, seek neither immortality nor your life.
Thoughts?
She is right about only one thing.
If it is truly between you and her,
You're asking me? This is a lot.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
If anyone is to use the well, it will be me.
양파짭이
So
나섭니다.
you will take what little knowledge you can understand and let the rest go to waste.
This knowledge...
모리건이 그 오리진 시점부터
I am forever balked by those who believe they know better than I. Drink if you will, for the sake of us all.
되게 구라를 많이 쳤죠. 그래서 별로 좋은 일 해주고 싶지가 않네. 이번 게임에서도 구라를 좀 쳤고.
Why am I here? Corypheus, a magister wishes to rip the veil open. I must learn how to stop him. You will give me what I demand!
Breathing. That's good. Let's keep that up.
Inquisitor, how do you feel?
그냥 저기서 코리페우스하고 싸우면 안 돼? 그냥 싸우면 되잖아. 왜 굳이 도망쳐야 되죠? 제 레벨이 25인데.
It is done.
안녕하세요. 게임 괜찮습니다. 괜찮은 게임이에요.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have...
Then Corypheus.
If he is wise, he
will not.
he won't hide.
You hear it. The well speaks to you.
뒤에 있으면 해보십시오. 재밌습니다. 보더랜드 지난번에 했던 거 있잖아요. 그게 좀 해학적인 의미에서 재밌었으면 이거는 이제 저게 전극이라는 의미에서 재밌습니다.
I hear.
If only one who understood such voice.
Then we'd have to rely on her interpretation of them.
Have I not been forthcoming? I told you what the well could have done, Inquisitor. You should be hearing shouts from the heavens, not whispers.
I have the world's power.
Earlier you said you knew what need...
The dragon isn't an archdemon. It's a dragon. Kill it, and his ability to jump to other bodies is disrupted for a time. He can be killed.
That's no simple task.
I
보통
need
이
to summon Mythal.
보통 이런 걸 뇌종양 아니면 환청 그렇게 얘기하지.
Whatever Mythal what?
There, an altar in the wilderness. That's where I need to go.
I see you are determined. So be it.
Are you certain of this?
We have no choice.
I'll see to Skyhold's...
자, 게임 엔딩이 가까워지고 있습니다. 자, 영상 끊죠.